What?
Oh, here it is.
Oh.
What episode is this?
I believe 25. Or 25 or 24. I'll check YouTube.
Sure, we're not like on 23? 24?
I
didn't upload the last one. I don't
it's 24 or 25. Wait, what?
You don't know what's called podcast?
I do. And I did.
Whatever's there, add one number to it.
Yeah.
Why are your shit so slow?
Huh?
Well, he's so
You can take
podcast
yours.
from,
Yours is normal on this Wi-Fi. No results found.
You just go to Instagram.
Oh yeah, that should make sense.
I don't post that much stuff to Instagram. That should be super easy.
Wait, why did it say you're live right now?
Because our Instagram is live right now.
Oh.
last week was episode 22.
So we're 23.
There's no way.
If it's on Instagram, that's more current.
Well, it was YouTube, but it says 1 week ago.
Oh, then, no, we're on 24 then.
Oh yeah.
Because I haven't done YouTube. I never uploaded it, I don't think.
I knew it. I knew it was 24. I don't know why I got 25. I got 24 though. It's about 50-50.
We need Peter.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. That's the easy part.
Hello, Facebook
Hello,
and
hello,
Instagram.
hello.
Happy Saturday.
That's how I say it in Fortune Adventure reference like that.
Here every Saturday.
Oh, it's almost perfect. I'll just move this over.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to switch a little bit. Scoot over a little bit. Facebook is going on. It is Saturday, April some whatever it is.
10th.
10th. Is it the 10th really?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10.
Yesterday was
April 10th, 2021. We are in the the second quarter of this year, and so far it's just like it was last year. It sucks still. But
Actually, I think it's better.
Oh, it's a lot better.
It sucks a little less.
Yeah, it sucks
All
less.
right.
That's good.
So we are on Sports Saturdays episode 24.
No.
24.
Our brother's favorite number.
What? Why?
Who, Dennis?
Yeah.
For real?
Because his birthday is the 24th. So.
Mine's the 8th.
It is coming up next month.
No, actually no. My birthday is my favorite number is not 8. It's
I got
5.
2 months.
Yeah, I got for my cousin.
22.
Deuce.
Deuce.
And I'll just continue being cold.
Share the video, guys. Help us
yeah,
out.
definitely. Share it.
Oh, we got. Hopefully, you like the quality a little better. Kind of.
Awesome.
If you could notice
Yeah.
it, I don't know. It looks a lot better on our
It's a
end.
little shadowy. I feel like I need to get the lamp and face it at Isaiah's face.
No one wants to see that.
Pickles.
They can't even see your pictures.
Let's see. I'm trying to manage it. Okay. So, little rugby today. We'll start with the big board behind us. So we can take it down and open it up a little bit. Let's
get ready. Where's the marker?
So over there by the refrigerator. That drawer right there. I'm trying to.
I'm gonna use one.
Alright, there we go. So
Wait.
turn it a little bit.
Oh.
There we go. That's kind of hard to see. Take it off. Can you reach? Can you reach?
Yes, I can.
There it is. Alright, starting out today because it's the least amount of information we have. Eventually.
Yes. There it is.
Okay. So, advancing to the Final Four, which was played, I believe, on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? Tuesday or Wednesday. We had Gonzaga from over here. So, right, Gonzaga. You're not left-handed, for one.
I know, that's true.
Just write a big G.
G?
Yeah.
I swear I have better handwriting than that.
That, what is that? Is that like a turnaround arrow?
It's a G.
Don't add to it. Don't add to it. Yeah.
Give me this. Alright. So, I don't know what that is. So, moving on to the final, the NCAA championship. We had...
So it's Baylor versus Gonzaga?
Gonzaga.
Then we had both the Texas teams lost. Wow.
No.
One Texas team lost. Alright, so we had the Gonzaga and UCLA game. Gonzaga came out on top with
Buzzer beater.
It was
Like a little past half
a
court.
little past half court. UCLA, I think, kind of let their guard down. I don't think they're really expecting it.
It was still contested though, so
Yeah, it was still
good.
contested, but I don't think enough pressure was being put on the situation. I mean, I can understand emotions are blaring at that time, so yeah. So Gonzaga moved on to the NCAA championship. Then we had a Texas showdown, kind of Central Texas showdown actually, because Baylor and Houston aren't that far apart from each other. But either way that played out, Texas was lucky enough to have a team in the NCAA championship, and Baylor was the winning team there. So Baylor knocked out Houston, and Gonzaga knocked out UCLA. So then we had Gonzaga and Baylor play, and this game was on April 5th. And right out the gate, Baylor took it to them. I want to say in the first quarter, it was 12 uncontested points before Gonzaga got on the board or something like that. Or it was like at least 12-point run before Gonzaga retaliated as far as getting something back to stop the run.
Yeah, Baylor's defense was just...
Their defense was good. I do know there was one shot that that Baylor got away with that should have not been a charge, but I mean, that goes with almost every sport. You're gonna have some go either way, heat of the moment, stuff like that. I'm not gonna sit here and dwell on it. Gonzaga was down, I think at one point, like 20-something points. But they were picked to actually win the whole thing, and Baylor just did not let off their offensive pressure. They did not stop. They were taking it to the hole. They were staying outside. Defensively, they were blocking shots. They were stealing the ball. And then they were also converting. That's another major thing. It doesn't matter how much time you have the ball if you can't do nothing with it. So Baylor made sure they made the full commitment on scoring with the ball. You can't hold on to the ball forever and expect to win the game without putting it in the net. Final score, Gonzaga 70.
Oh, you gotta write that backwards.
Well, that would have read the whole thing backwards then.
Oh.
Baylor 86.
So of course
Oh, wait.
Texas
That was
won.
Yeah.
You already know.
That goes to 16 points.
Wait.
16-point
Okay, yeah,
game.
never mind.
Texas team came out on top for the first time in Baylor's history of competing in the tournament. They got their NCAA championship. So congratulations to Baylor, another Texas team coming out on top in the world of sports. Which on honestly is a surprise. The way they played against Houston was pretty bad. Baylor put a whooping on Houston. Ooh, excuse me, guys. I got plenty of sleep last night, so I don't know why I'm yawning. But there we go. For NCAA, Baylor wins first NCAA championship. So congratulations.
Wait, let's go hold one side since we're done with this. You're kidding. I knocked it out of. I was close, guys. It's close. It's close, guys.
Okay, so moving.
It'll happen sooner or later.
That's embarrassing.
Moving on, we'll go ahead and let No Call No Show take over this section. And get him some screen time for the NBA's. The scores are going to be for the 8th and for the 9th, which was Thursday and Friday. So, passing the teleprompter over.
So, this was Thursday. The Lakers versus the Heat. The Heat win 110-104. Forgot. I think it was like Iguodala, maybe. I don't know. Someone was being really clutch at the end. So the Heat ended up beating the Lakers. Lakers still without AD and LeBron James. The Bulls versus the Raptors. The Raptors lose to the Bulls 122-113. I don't know if it was. Yeah, I think. Wait, let me check something. Dude, are you good?
Yeah.
My
Totally.
ear. So the Cavaliers versus the Thunder. The Cavaliers 129, Thunder 102. Cavaliers stomped the Thunder. Bucks versus the Mavericks 116-101. Mavericks end up pulling out the W. I still got Ucla as MVP. Trailblazers versus Jazz. Jazz 122, Trailblazers 103. Jazz win 122. I think Jazz are basically sealing the deal with their playoff for 2021. See, Suns versus the Clippers. The Clippers win 113-103. And then Pistons versus Kings. Pistons beat the Kings 113-101.
A little heads up to everybody. Do not eat sour pickles with extra twang on them.
Twang.
I think any twang would be like considered extra. Because
Yeah.
they don't come with twang.
Oh, well, yeah. Don't eat it with twang.
Lemon on twang.
Trust me.
So Friday, the Pacers versus the Magic, 111-106. Pacers come out with the dub, 5 points. Timberwolves versus Celtics, 136-145. No defense.
No defense.
Celtics win 145-136. I don't think the Celtics are doing too hot this year, but I think they're still in that seat to go to the playoffs. The Knicks versus Grizzlies. Knicks still pulling out W's. 133-129. The Knicks beat the Grizzlies. The Hawks versus the Bulls. The Bulls 108, Hawks 120. And I think this is a game where Zach LaVine had 39 points in the first half.
Damn.
Yeah, and then they still end up losing. That's gotta hurt. That's really gotta hurt. 76ers versus the Pelicans. The Pelicans and Zion Williamson come out on top, 101-94. I'm really glad the Pelicans didn't get rid of Lonzo Ball. I think Lonzo Ball and Zion are really good. It's like hand-in-hand little duo that they have. The Hornets versus the Bucks. Hornets still winning without LaMelo Ball. 127-119. Bucks need to step up their game. That's 2 losses in 2 days.
Ooh. They played 2 games in a row?
Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of them. A lot of these guys.
Same with the baseball too. These two they're consistently playing back to back games.
Jesus, no wonder they have 81.
And then the Nuggets, I'm pretty sure the Nuggets are on a winning streak because ever since they got Aaron Gordon. So it's 121 to 119. Nuggets still winning. They beat the Spurs. The Wizards versus the Warriors. That's gotta hurt. The Warriors lost by 3 points, 110 to 107. Wizards win. And then the Rockets versus the Clippers, 109 to 126.
Wait, the Warriors is like Steph Curry, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No! What?
The
My favorite player.
shrieking is not appreciated.
I did.
Yelling in my ears. My ear holes.
My bad. No.
There you go.
Oh, I don't like Darth Vader.
So today we got a game at 6:30, Raptors versus Cavaliers. Who you guys got winning?
I don't know, but the Cavaliers,
They just beat somebody. Oh, they beat the Raptors.
Vengeance?
I'm gonna say the Cavaliers beat them again.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
These are random guesses.
You kind of do have who they played right there.
Oh, they beat the Thunder.
Oh, well then, that's.
Can they keep up their winnings without freaking LeBron?
The
Or
Lakers.
can they maintain a?
They just got a good young core, and then they got Kevin Love, I guess, as their little what's the word?
Lead?
Or
Captain?
kinda their yeah. I'll think of it later. Lakers versus the Nets at 7:30 today. I think this one's easy for me. The Nets are back with Kevin Durant. I think
Durant's back?
yeah. I think James
Harden's the
Harden
one
is
that's out,
out,
right?
Yeah, I
It
think
was
James
sprained
Harden
calf?
is out. Yep.
How is there so many injuries, like in there?
People basketball is more prone to injuries than football is, but I think it's just more.
I think but it's also, I think it has to do also with some, maybe probably just
It's longevity also.
James Harden's been in a while, but also probably maybe he didn't stretch as good because he sprained his calf muscle, and that's one of those like.
Yeah. But yeah, these guys are playing 82 games a season, so.
And he's been playing
Plus
for X
playoffs
amount
and
of
stuff.
years.
Yeah.
But
So,
he probably just missed a stretch warm up or something, or didn't take it as serious. That's the thing, some people roll their ankles. I mean, every other day, but nothing happens to it. And then you get some people who roll their ankle one time, and it's over. I mean, look at LeBron. He's out. This was a high ankle sprain.
Ankle sprain.
It was an ankle sprain. Like what happened to you, and he's out for who knows how long. He has the best medical care there is.
Yeah. Sometimes it's been like it was like 3 weeks and I still had pains and a sprain. And he's been in here for like how long has he been in the NBA?
Almost
NBA
15
for?
years. Hey, yeah.
Hi.
My
So 8 o'clock
Hey,
today.
people.
new people.
76ers versus the Thunder. I got the 76ers winning. They got Joel Embiid back. See, Kings versus the Jazz. I got Jazz winning. I think the King lost a pretty bad game that they should have won earlier. And the Jazz are a really good team right now. So 9 o'clock today. Rockets versus Warriors. That's going to be a close one. I don't know. I think both of them are both not doing too hot.
Warriors. Because of Curry.
Wizards versus Suns. I got the
Suns.
I got the Wizards.
He knows more about basketball than we do, so we're going Wizards. I'm going
Well, you
Wizards.
go Suns. Suns are really good also, but
Yeah.
I just
Okay, then I'm going with Suns. I was drafted by them in 2K14, so I'm going for them.
We can see how that helped out with your career so far.
so we got Pistons versus Trailblazers. I got Trailblazers winning.
Trailblazers, because they got a cool logo.
Their logo is just like a circle with lines going on both sides of it, kind of.
Yeah, it's so cool. Cool as in.
They're blazing trails with that logo, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Blazing.
So these are the Sunday games at 12 o'clock. We got Hawks versus the Hornets.
Hornets. Oh wait, no, they don't have LaMelo Ball. Hawks. Wait, no, Hornets because they won last game. So yeah, Hornets.
I got the Hornets also. I think the Hawks aren't doing too hot. 2 o'clock Celtics versus the Nuggets.
I'm going Nuggets.
I'm going Nuggets all day.
Nugs.
I think
the Nuggets
because they're in Denver.
will go to the finals this year. And that's out of the West also. So
Oh no,
like
if I could see a whole bunch of more Celtics, I'll be real happy.
I'm going Nuggets only because they're in Denver and my favorite football team's in Denver. So.
6 o'clock, the Pelicans versus the Cavaliers. I got Pelicans.
Wait, no, Cavaliers.
I think Brandon Ingram is still hurt, but Zion Williamson, I think he's on like a 25-point game or consecutive game streak or something. Consecutive 25 points a game.
Yeah, I know. You're at the beach.
Lucky.
Bucks versus the Magic, also at 6 o'clock. Bucks. I got Bucks. Bucks already lost 2 in a row. I don't think
Bucks
the
have like
Antetokounmpos are gonna want to keep losing.
Yeah, they have Antetokounmpo. That's the only guy I know. So, yeah.
At 7 o'clock, the Spurs versus the Mavericks. Texas versus Texas.
D-Town Boogie all day, bro.
I got Luka Doncic.
Oh yeah,
all
Luka.
day. Luka Magic, Luka Money, Luka Buckets. Keep going. The Pacers versus the Grizzlies. John Morant and the Grizzlies, I got.
Grizzlies,
because they both said that.
The Bulls versus the Timberwolves. I got Bulls, Zach LaVine, and
I'm gonna take it back to '96 with the Bulls. Oh, he got dropped.
Oh my God, he's out. He's asleep.
Imagine how hard he.
Look, he's like just like.
He hasn't moved.
Boys.
He hasn't moved.
Those are big boys. That overhand right on
to
the side
temple.
of the freaking head.
Right. Temple. Look, he's.
And one for good measure.
Tried to wake him up.
Dude, that was an overhand right from hell, bro. That dude probably weighs 260, 240.
Probably shook the entire building. Oh my gosh, is that all blood?
His leg got bent.
They just clean it. They don't take it off. But that's only from that one arena because that's a different cage.
Oh.
Jesus.
I looked at the right time. We just got. Look, he's still.
Oh, he's moving. All right, he's okay.
He's okay.
He's not okay, but he'll live.
His pride is severely damaged.
Seeing birdies.
He's okay.
His pride walked out with leaving him there.
Seeing birdies.
What we got? Pistons and Clippers.
Yeah, so 9 o'clock we got Pistons.
Hey, what's up, Denise?
Pistons and Clippers. I got Clippers winning. Clippers should be doing way better than they are doing, but it's basketball. It's weird, you know. I don't know. So, and also at 9 we got the Heat versus the Trailblazers.
Heat, because they beat the Lakers. Yeah.
Justin
Hammer?
or something Butler. What's his first name? Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler and the Heat.
That man still plays? That is like a.
No, he's younger than LeBron James.
Right.
Probably Stephen Curry
Ooh,
age.
this is perfect. Get ready for Isaiah to butcher these names. This is a good one. Okay, so the MMA. We're on to the MFA. And the UFC Fight Night.
Farmers of America.
When is that one? Oh, look, next Saturday, that should be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Gastelum and Whitaker.
So, the UFC Fight Night middleweight, Vettori versus Holland. You know this, guys.
Yeah, Holland. I don't know who won. Yeah, it was 3 weeks ago, I was probably on my third dream of the night.
Green one. Please. Okay, I'm
Right.
going Holland.
Share the video.
I want you.
Alright, we're not
share
even
the
talking
video.
about the main event yet though. Like, so the fight night for tonight, the main reason we're having it is for the Vittori versus Holland fight. But before we get to them, we have some other people who have earned their names on the fight card. So that's what the early prelims is about and the regular prelims.
Okay, so at 10 a.m. we got 10:30 a.m. We got Impa Kasangane, 8 wins, 1 loss, versus Sasha Palatnikov, 6 wins, 2 losses.
And since that was 10:30.
Oh, a.m. Dude. We have Impa Kasangane winning with
What's
a
up,
rear
Justin?
naked choke, round 2, 26 seconds in.
Which is actually pretty good. So he got a quick takedown, obviously, or he was able to transition out of a takedown and gain control, obviously from the back control, top control, and Sasha paid for it, apparently.
His name is Sasha?
Yeah, overseas that's a very common. Oh, I already saw that. Coach Justin. So now moving forward,
we got in the prelims. This is actually the prelims. 11 a.m., which already actually happened.
they're actually going on right now.
Oh wait. Da Unjung, 13 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, versus William Knight, 9 wins, 1 loss. I'm gonna think that Da Unjung won. Yeah, and he did. I'm goated. The unanimous decision. What the heck are all those numbers? Oh, round 3, 5 minutes in. So
the unanimous decision, judges scored the fight 30-26, 30-26, and 30-27. So basically, Jung dominated the fight the whole time.
At the same score too. Alpha.
Okay.
Next we got Luis Saldana versus Jordan Griffin. Jordan Griffin, 18 wins, 8 losses. And Luis, 14 wins, 6 losses. Luis winning, final unanimous decision. It went 29-28, 29-28, and 29-28. All 3 rounds. It was in round 3 and 5 minutes in.
Obviously, if it was unanimous decision.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, what?
So that one was a 9-8 fight. And the reason on that first fight, for those who don't know, who are still watching or care, Daun Jung, when he went 30-26, that means he basically put on what the judges would consider a perfect fight. It was a 10-9. Actually, it was 8. So usually it's a 10-9 scoring system is what the judges use. If you win a round, usually you get 10 points and the loser gets 9 points. The only time they usually get less is if there is something they did that was illegal, so they can get a point docked or something like that. But for him to get 30-26, 30-26, 30-27 all the way through, he basically dominated the fight. Luis Saldana, with him going 29-28, 29-28, 29-28, it may have been back and forth, and they could have said that the fight went either way. So instead of going 10-9, they went 9-8. Or he could have got one perfect round. It's hard to say. Moving forward, though.
Next we got Hunter Azure versus Jack Shore. Hunter with 9 wins, 1 loss, and Jack Shore 13 wins, and undefeated. Jack Shore remains undefeated and winning this fight. Final synonymous decision. The fight went 30-27, 28-29, 27-30. Round 3, 5 minutes in.
So Jack Shore stays undefeated, moving to 14-0. Let's see if he's ranked. So, bantamweight. All right, so then after that, we have. Oh, Jim Miller's about to come up.
We have. Wait, what's my thing here? We have John Makdessi versus Ignacio Bahamondes.
No, you can't say that.
What?
That's who's next.
Jorgen De Castro versus Joris.
I think it's Jaris.
Jaris. Short. Danho. Danho, 6 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. Jorgen, 6 wins, 2 losses.
And with that one, that is the one that we got interrupted with the NBA. Donho with the knockout of De Castro. I believe it was the first round. I need to double check that real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. Where's the button? There it is. It was overhand right, and he laid him out dirty. It was a pretty good fight from what I was trying to watch. It was round 1, 3 minutes and 2 seconds in. Danho with the knockout there. So next we have 3 more prelim fights coming up, and these are going to be going on right now. So if y'all have ESPN Plus, y'all can tune in and watch it live as we watch it for the remainder of the Sports Saturdays that we are airing. So moving on from that, after the De Castro fight, Isaiah?
We got John Makdessi versus Ignacio Bahamondes.
Ignacio
Bahamondes.
John Makdessi,
yeah. Ignacio, 11 wins, 3 losses. John Makdessi, 17 wins, 7 losses. Then we had. Oh wait, that's going on. Next we have Scott Holtzman versus Matuz Gamrot, I think. With 17 wins, 1 losses, and Scott 14 wins, 4 losses. Oh my god. Next we got Jim Miller.
Jim Mayhem Miller. Put some respect on his name. I'll treat y'all.
Jim Mayhem Miller versus Joe Selecki. Joe Selecki with 10 wins, 2 losses. But Jim with 32 wins and 15 losses. Yeah, Jim Miller, I don't even need to know who he is to know that he is going to send him to his mama. His ancestors are going to feel the beating that he's going to put on him. I know it. He's going to get demolished. He's going to remember it for the rest of his life. It's going to be a bedtime story to his children. He is going to get knocked out. First round, 1 second in. I guarantee it. Okay. But, yeah, I think
physically impossible.
I'm going to go against
that fast.
I'm going to go against both these guys. I got the young buck, Joe Selecki, winning.
So Jim Miller is an amazing fighter. He is future Hall of Famer, guaranteed. But he has had his issues, and it's very hard to say. But I want him to win, just because he's been through a lot. He's done a lot, and that dude earned his name, Mayhem Miller. I mean, it wasn't something that they're just like, Mayhem Miller sounds good. No, Miller is good. Makdessi and Bahamondes is literally about to start right now. Jim Mayhem Miller.
Oh my gosh, Jim Miller looks mean. Joe Selecki looks.
All right.
He looks like young Cap.
That's it for the prelims.
Oh wait, that's going on right now. Oh,
No,
this
that's
is
McDusty.
I got.
McDusty's on the right.
I got Ignacio winning.
It looks like he got some length on him.
Yeah, he does.
I didn't watch the tape.
Yeah, there's some awesome shorts. Like the designers, look like an Overwatch characters. What?
Hey.
Okay. Anyways. We got the main card. At 2:00. First, we got Mike Perry versus Daniel Rodriguez. Rodriguez with 13 wins, 2 losses. Mike Perry, 14 wins, 7 losses. That's a 50% win ratio. I got Daniel Rodriguez only because his last name's Rodriguez, and I am very last name biased. Next we got Nina Nunes versus
Nina
Nunes versus Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie with 10 wins and 1 losses. Nina Nunes, 10 wins, 6 losses.
Nina Nunez.
That's a 40% win ratio. That's not really good thing. But I still got Mackenzie because
She's also, I think she is, I can't remember where she's from. I know she got kicked out of her fight camp though.
or rat.
No, she's either American or she's Puerto Rican, not Brazil. I think she's American though. I know she had a baby, she left and then she came back.
Well, next we got Sam Alvey versus Julian Marquez. Marquez 8 wins, 2 losses, and Sam Alvey 33 wins, 14 losses, 1 draw. Okay, he's gonna win. I mean, he's got like 10. That's 44. That's 47. There's 48. 48 games he has played versus 10 games that Julian has.
Oh.
So. John McBessie. Can't it just like throw him to the ground? Or is
Yeah,
that legal?
but what if he's not good on the ground? So the last fight of the main card is Arnold Allen 16-1 versus Sadiq Youssef, who's 11-1. Then, obviously moving forward, technically this is going to be your last fight of the main card just because it's not pay-per-view. It'd be your main event fight. Marvin Vittori 16-4 versus Kevin Holland 21-6. I'm gonna go Kevin Holland on this one. I do like both fighters. I just think Holland is gonna get the upper hand on this one, and so yeah, that's my take.
I got Kevin Holland too.
I said Holland before I even knew his one.
Yeah, I just like Holland.
I think I've seen some like videos. He's always talking to his fighter.
Yeah, he's very like unorthodox.
Tall and lengthy and
yeah.
No, I got Holland for sure.
Let's see why they don't have that.
Why won't they have him then?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, this guy right there. Yeah, Vittori is good. Don't get me wrong. Vittori's really strong. Holland though, he's
got 30
accurate,
inches
man.
on him. He's got
3-inch height advantage,
7 reach advantage,
7-inch reach advantage, and he uses it. And he does the only thing. So like, I like Holland, but I don't just because I feel like he doesn't respect the sport a whole bunch. But that doesn't take away from the fact that he is an amazing fighter.
He
He
wins.
I just think he's more. You just wouldn't expect him. He's very flamboyant, I would say. in the non other way people say that word. But yeah. So moving forward though, we don't have any rugby updates today, so I will try to read a little bit of them.
We also got round 3 of Poirier and McGregor. They signed the contract.
They did sign the contract.
We'll see another good fight.
Let's see when next weekend, as y'all heard us say a little while ago, Gastelum and who was it?
Next weekend?
Yeah. They just showed it. I already forgot. All right. Moving forward, though, sticking with MMA, Anthony Showtime Pettis versus Collard on the PFL Professional Fight League. That's going to be Friday, April 23rd at 5:30 on ESPN Plus. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. I'm a big Pettis fan. Showtime always puts on a good fight. 9 times out of 10, win or lose. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, Masvidal and Kamaru Usman's coming up soon. Masvidal said he's easing into the weight cut for this fight.
I think Usman won the first one, right?
He did, but fucking Masvidal took it on like a 5-day notice.
Yeah.
Usman's guy got sick or hurt or something, so Masvidal stepped up and I want to say it was like a 3 to 5 day notice. Masvidal did lose that fight. He did have some pretty good moments in the fight, but with him not getting the win, obviously it sucked. I'm a big Masvidal fan. Street Jesus.
I like Masvidal also.
Who's that one?
Masvidal, he's that dude there.
Knew it.
He's the one who knocked down
Ben Askren in 5 seconds.
Yeah, with a flying knee. Ben Askren is the one who is training
to fight the Paul brother, Jake Paul.
Yeah, Ben Askren is going to fight Jake Paul.
I thought that was Conor McGregor. I thought they were.
But that still doesn't take away from Ben Askren being a phenomenal fighter. It's just Masvidal exposed him and destroyed him.
But I do want Conor McGregor and Jake Paul to fight because I want Jake Paul to get knocked out like horribly. Like,
let's see.
Getting flying out of the
I'm trying
ring.
to find out what's his name's in the fight. Oh, Michael Chandler versus Nate Diaz?
No. Someone's fighting Nate Diaz, though.
Michael Chandler's plans face a big obstacle.
Someone else is fighting Nate Diaz, and Michael Chandler fights somebody else, I'm pretty sure.
Alright, let's find out. Nate Diaz surprised mini MMA. Leon Edwards.
Yeah, and then
UFC 262 in
Houston.
May 15th. Well,
and then Michael Chandler right there, he's gonna face
Charles Oliveira.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Jonah S. Simmons. Jonah Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're in like different weights, kinda. I don't know.
But yeah, Leon Edwards, that's good. I like Diaz. Win or lose, Diaz always.
I like both of them.
Leon Edwards is a good fight too. Michael Chandler's a good fighter.
Well, I meant Michael Chandler, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Schedule. Let's see. That way you can see. What is it? Because we have a few coming up, big fights. Whitaker versus guy. There you go. Kevin Gastelum and Robert Whitaker. That's who it is. That should be a ugly fight. I'm not even gonna say who I think's gonna win that. All I know is that stitches are going to be needed, orbital sockets are going to be broken, and someone is getting not knocked out. They're going to knock the fuck out. I don't even know if that fight's going to go 3 rounds, honestly. These dudes are ugly, vicious fighters, and I love it because that is what I put UFC on. I don't want to see... I mean, I can say it as much as I love wrestling. I don't want to see them wrestle for 5 rounds. All right, I like seeing the wrestling and the skill and everything like that, but I want to see someone either get knocked out or tap out. Now, if it's a good enough fight, I'll take a 5-round fight. That's not a problem, as long as it is both as exciting offensively as it is defensively. I don't want them out there playing patty cake. All right, and with Whitaker and Gastelum, you're gonna get either one or the other. Whitaker, as big as he is and what he looks like, I believe he's either Australian or New Zealand. Oh, he's a hell of a fighter. Kevin Gastelum, that dude puts on some mean shows. So that's something good to look up to.
Love the description.
Yeah. Usman Masvidal, 261. That is in Florida to Jacksonville. Masvidal's home state. I don't know if he's from Jacksonville. I think he's from Miami. But that fight sold out, I believe, in like 15 minutes. So that's pretty impressive.
I also seen that if Masvidal said that if he wins that fight, there will be a third fight between them to figure out.
To make sure?
To figure out who's the big dog out of both of them.
Yeah. Let's see who else. Archuleta, there you go. Archuleta versus Pettis. That's Bellator. Oh, no, wait. I think that's the other Pettis, though. Yeah. Oh, Sandhagen versus Dillashaw on May 8th. There it is. Oliveira versus Chandler, May 15th. ESPN UFC 262 in Houston.
I think Nate Diaz fights that same day.
Yeah.
The same time.
That's the fight card right there.
I honestly thought it would be Diaz, the pay-per-view.
Well, it's because
the main.
Diaz hasn't fought in so long, so he can't main card. What you call it? Fight night game versus Volkov. Ooh, Alexander Volkov is beast. All right. So moving forward now, we're gonna jump over to some baseball.
What are you gonna do?
What?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, is this you want to talk?
Of course I want to talk. When do I not? Okay.
All right, wait. Moving for last night, the Padres took on the Texas Rangers, and the Padres, for the first time in their 53 seasons, technically scored or secured their first no-hitter. Now, there may be an asterisk moving forward. There was a hit by pitch, so one person did get on base. But for those who don't know, a no-hitter means no one made it to base on average. But like I said, the pitcher did hit someone. It wasn't from a hit, though. Like, not by the baseball bat. Obviously, it was hit by the ball. So he didn't make it to base. So technically, it does count as a no-hitter. So this is the first time in 53 seasons that the Padres got their no-hitter. And I believe it is obviously the first one for 2021. So congratulations to the Padres and to the pitcher on securing that. That's actually pretty awesome from how crazy last season was and everything. To start the season off with that, I'm sure it gives the Padres a whole lot of momentum moving forward, showing that, I mean, no matter what kind of layoff or crazy obstacles you got to jump through the previous season, you're still able to maintain, perform, and go on top. So that's congratulations to them.
Okay, so on April 8th, Thursday, we have the Miami Marlins versus the New York Mets. The New York Mets won that game 3-2. I'm kidding. They won the I'm not, but they did win the game 3-2. Next we have our Chicago Cubs versus the Pittsburgh Pirates, and this was a good game, and the Pittsburgh Pirates lost, sadly, 2-4. And next we have our Boston Red Sox versus the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore Orioles took a beating a little bit, losing 3-7. Next we have our Arizona Diamondbacks, Colorado Rockies winning 7-3. Kansas City Royals with their first loss of the season, I'm pretty sure, because they won this is the first loss of the season.
You know there's like 10 games are played a week almost, right?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's maybe the first loss that you've read.
Oh, well. First loss that I know of. Anyways, they went against the Chicago White Sox and got utterly destroyed 6-0. Next we have our Seattle Mariners versus the Minnesota Twins. Minnesota Twins demolishing the Seattle Mariners 10-2. Next we have our Milwaukee Brewers versus the St. Louis Cardinals. St. Louis Cardinals winning 3-1. Next we have Los Angeles Angels versus Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto Blue Jays losing only by 2, 5-7. Oakland Athletics versus the Houston Astros. Isn't this like their 5th game this season? Like, jeez. Anyways, still losing against the Houston Astros 2-6. Next we have our scores from Friday. We have New York Yankees, favorite team, versus Tampa Bay Rays, losing sadly 5-10. Next we have Washington Nationals versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Very low scoring game. Only 1 point scored the entire time. 0-1 Los Angeles Dodgers on top. Next we have Colorado Rockies versus San Francisco Giants. Another low scoring game. 1-3 Colorado Rockies sadly losing. Next we have our Los Angeles Angels versus the Toronto Blue Jays winning 7-1. Very good game from what I can predict. Next we have Detroit Tigers versus Cleveland Indians. Cleveland Indians winning 4-1. Seems like no matter what sport Detroit is in, they still manage to lose every game. But apparently Cleveland nowadays is stepping up their game. Look, Cleveland Cavaliers, they've been doing decent. Cleveland Indians, they haven't been too bad, and Cleveland Browns. So Cleveland fans, they'll are kind of
redemption.
Yeah, redemption from humiliation. Though Detroit fans, yeah, that's gonna take a while. Next we have our Philadelphia Phillies, my second favorite team, versus the Atlanta Braves. Never mind, I take that back, because they lost 1-8. Next we have San Diego Padres with their no-hitter, right? Their no-hitter, versus the Texas Rangers, 3-0. San Diego winning, of course. Oakland Athletics versus the Houston Astros, finally winning one, 6-2. Houston Astros losing. Next we have our Cincinnati Reds versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Close game, but Cincinnati absolutely came on top. Yeah, 6-5. Now we're on to our upcoming game.
So the upcoming games.
Wait, moving real quick though. So with I don't know if y'all were here for the announcement last week how the MLB is pulling the MLB draft and the All-Star game from Atlanta, from Georgia. I did some looking into what happened was Georgia passed a law restricting voter access for voting, or citizen access, residents, whatever. Also, the Texas governor decided not to throw out the first pitch in the game, the Texas Rangers opener at home. Yes, so looking back though, I did a little bit of research on what exactly the bill proposed for Atlanta and Georgia, and whether or not the MLB was right or wrong to pull it. And honestly, I think MLB is just taking a part of some cancel culture. The looks of it, Georgia's laws that they passed for voter registration, access, and stuff like that is actually some pretty legit laws. So the MLB decided they're going to pull the draft and the All-Star game. They're moving to Colorado. So Atlanta/Georgia changed their laws to actually make them similar to what Colorado has. Colorado's voting laws are actually stricter than what Georgia implemented. The thing is, Colorado has had these laws in place, and Georgia is moving to these laws. And all they are is you're having less amount of time for early voting. You need to have 2 forms of ID. Something that people, I think, should push for They're just making sure that the people who are voting are the actual people who are voting. Take it as you will, but I think what they did is actually pretty good. The only part is after the election. So moving forward, though, they're just verifying that the people who are placing the votes are the people who are voting, and it's not somebody else. So they're basically just trying to ensure that there's no voter fraud going on. Colorado has stricter laws in place already. I think the fact that Georgia moved to change the laws versus Colorado having these laws already in place. A lot of people are also, kind of making a big, they're like, well, Colorado's laws are stricter. Yeah, but Colorado didn't change the laws. Georgia changed the laws. So people are looking at what they're going to versus what's already in place. So yeah. But also, my sister was at the Astro game last night with my aunt for my niece Nevaeh, who had passed away from cancer. She was a big baseball fan. She met the Corpus Christi Hooks a few times. So my sister's boyfriend Adam actually got some great preseason tickets. And they were at the game last night. And from the looks of it, they had a great time. She's actually at Topgolf right now, rubbing it in our face. Yep. So thanks a lot, sis. We appreciate it. But the upcoming games.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good now. I'm good now. Sorry. At 12:10 p.m. Today. So it's already happened.
It's in play.
In play, yeah. Marlins versus New York Mets. And
Marlins.
And the New York Yankees versus the Tampa Bay Rays. That's it. And for 1:10. We have Seattle Mariners,
Mariners.
Oh my God, versus the Minnesota Twins. Next, at 1:15, the Milwaukee Brewers versus the St. Louis Cardinals.
Can you read?
Yeah, St. Louis.
Oh, is your St. Louis not St. Louis like you were about to say?
That was a mistake.
Just
Actually,
like
I
the other
probably would
ones.
have said that. Oh my God. Next off, we have our 3:05 games, Colorado Rockies versus the San Francisco Giants, and the Oakland Athletics versus Houston Astros. I want the Oakland Athletics to win because it's literally just like a little brother in a fight, just trying to nibble at the older brother's legs. But somehow, last game, they got the win, and I hope they can do it again. Next at 5:10, we have the Detroit Tigers versus Cleveland Indians. Cleveland Indians most likely gonna win. Next we have 5:35. Our Chicago Cubs going against Pittsburgh Pirates. And our 6:05 game, San Diego Padres versus Texas Rangers. Let us hope that San Diego Padres can have another good game without embarrassing Texas again. At 6:07. San Diego Padres versus Texas Rangers.
The who versus the who?
No, Los Angeles Angels versus Toronto Blue Jays at 6:07. My apologies. And at 6:20, Philadelphia Phillies versus Atlanta Braves. And at 7:10, we have Cincinnati Reds versus Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona probably gonna win. 8:10, our last game, we have Washington Nationals versus Los Angeles Dodgers. The canceled games were, or the postponed games, Kansas City Royals versus Chicago White Sox. Now, off to tomorrow, at 12:05, we have Boston Red Sox versus Baltimore Orioles and Chicago Cubs versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. At 12:07, Los Angeles Angels versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Wait, isn't Toronto like in Canada?
Canada, yeah.
They have that?
Yeah.
At 12:10 we have Detroit Tigers versus Cleveland Indians, Miami Marlins versus New York Mets, and New York Yankees versus Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees have been playing so much. I don't know why.
All these teams are basically just repeating also.
I know, I don't know why.
That's just baseball.
Well, sorry, baseball fans. I don't understand a lot of this. I'm still new to fandom or whatever. At 11:10, we have Kansas City Royals versus White Sox, and Seattle Mariners versus Minnesota Twins. At 1:15, we have Milwaukee Brewers versus St. Louis Cardinals. And at 1:35, San Diego Padres versus Texas Rangers. Again, I want Texas to win this time. Because San Diego was most likely going to win last time. Today, most likely. So, Texas Rangers to win. At 3:05, we have Colorado Rockies versus the San Francisco Giants. At 3:10, Cincinnati Reds versus Diamondbacks, and the Washington Nationals versus Los Angeles Dodgers. At 6:08, we have Philadelphia Phillies versus the Atlanta Braves. And that concludes baseball for today.
So, an MMA update moving forward.
Go. Excuse me.
I don't know. So we had a win versus the, I can't remember the guy who was fighting. Makdessi and Bahamotes. Makdessi won with a decision. Went all the way to the third round. It looked like he was going to get the win sooner, but Ignacio was able to pull it together. He had 29-28, 28-29, and 30-27. So he did actually lose the second round, or
in one of the judges' eyes.
One of the judges' eyes, he actually lost the fight. If you saw the look of Ignacio's face versus John Makdessi's, you would not have thought that.
Yeah.
But right now we got Scott Holtzman and Matej Gamera going at it. So yeah.
I think some football news is that God dang it, I forgot his name. I was just thinking about it.
Darnold?
Aaron Donald. Sam Darnold. Yeah. Sam Darnold traded to the Panthers just for some picks, not even first round picks either.
Yeah.
I think it was second and third round picks, 2 of them. So I think the Panthers really won in that trade.
Definitely.
Sam Darnold's a young quarterback. The Nets don't have
Jets.
The Nets?
Jets.
the Jets.
I was like, what?
The Jets. I know. I was kind of thinking something doesn't sound right. Yeah, the Jets don't really have a secondary quarterback. I don't think.
No, so they're looking basically. Let's see.
I have to draft one this year.
Mm-hmm. Washington released the tight end Moss, which is Randy Moss's son.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, unfortunately, shout out to the family of the victims of Philip Adams. I'm not gonna repeat exactly what happened and what's going on, but let's hope that the family of Adams and the victims get some peace.
Of the doctor.
The doctor, especially the parent, his daughters or sons. I'm not getting in depth what happened just because it involves the severity of it. But let's hope we get answers on why Adams did what he did. They're not sure if it is CTE related, but they're saying that it is possible because he did have a concussion during his career.
Yeah, 3 games and 2 of them got a concussion.
Yeah, but from when I was looking at it, he actually really didn't even play a lot. But, I mean, who knows? I mean, the brain's a very fragile thing. It doesn't take a lot to damage it. Some people are just, I don't know. But let's just hope whatever happens from that situation shed some light on the sport itself or depression, brain trauma, and everything else moving forward. Also, Watson's still in a bunch of trouble. I'm not going to talk too much about that also, just because of the severity of it. But let's hope the truth does get exposed eventually. No matter the outcome, I just want the truth to be revealed. Yeah, I think it's just a shitty situation for everyone involved, and hopefully something comes from it. Let's see, what else? Let's see. Oh, a dentist. Look at that.
So a 370 pound lineman ran a 5-1-40 or something yesterday.
Jesus, that's quick.
Yeah.
Is John Madden dead?
It was his 85th birthday yesterday.
Oh. Chris. Isn't he like... Oh, yeah, Share this video, guys. Do us a favor. And other people favors.
Yeah, one
we
of
have
you.
the best quality.
I don't see anything else moving forward. They didn't sit for the day. Not bad. Less than an hour? I mean...
Hour 10 minutes. A lengthy video. We got a lot done. You want me to turn off this?
Oh, you gotta say bye. You gotta say bye? You gonna say bye?
Yeah, bye Facebook, bye Instagram, because I'm about to turn you off.
Alright, appreciate it, guys. Thank you for love, shares, likes, comments.
Y'all have a good Saturday.
Have a good Saturday. Protect yourself any way, shape, or form you can. Whether it's with a mask, a pistol, getting vaccinated, just whatever you do it either legally or with the right goal in mind. And don't let the government control your thoughts. Make sure you line all your hats with tinfoil.
Stay cool.
Yeah, aliens right now are running rampant through the cities.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, we had 3 Bigfoot sightings this year alone already here in Corpus. So, any small dogs apparently are not good to have. Apparently, he's only going over the light-colored dogs, so like golden retriever puppies, Shih Tzus, small poodles. I heard like darker-colored dogs are okay.
But we have heard that he may be breeding with bears.
That's another thing.
We have
there
been
are Bigfoot bear hybrids possibly running around, and they run in packs apparently.
Yeah, so
maybe even they thought it wasn't possible, but apparently the bears and javelinas don't like each other. But when it's time, it's
2021, man. You never know now.
They said they've been stuck in their cave for way too long, so pigs are looking pretty porky, if you get what I'm saying.
Getting pork.
So stay strapped to get clapped, guys.
Peace.